Hello, I'm Jen Lamanna, proud principal at Sousa Elementary School, and I am here to showcase the work that we have done with the Next Education workforce. Today, I will highlight the journey we have taken at Sousa toward implementing a Next Education workforce teaming model in deeper and personalized learning. At Sousa, we are working to build teams of educators wrapped around a group of students to personalize the learning experience of all students. This process also enables us to empower our educators to specialize in a specific area, coach, and provide advancement opportunities. It is our goal to also provide support to those entering the profession and provide experiences to our teacher candidates that prepare them for the changing field of education. Let's dive in and take a closer look at Sousa Elementary. During the 2018-19 school year, our staff came together to create a vision and mission that aligned with our beliefs. As you can see, students are at the center of what we do. Sousa Elementary is a K-6 Title I school in Mesa, Arizona. Our student population consists of 62% free and reduced lunch and 32% special education students. We just finished our second year working with ASU in implementing the Next Education workforce team model. During the 21-22 school year, we utilized the teaming model in two teams. The first and second grade team completed their second year of implementation and worked together in a multi-age cohort. Grades 5 and 6 completed year 1 of implementation by collaborating together to distribute expertise with a culminating experience at science camp at the end of April. The students in grades 5 and 6 worked with all teachers, but stayed within their grade levels. Today's presentation will focus on our 1-2 team, which is also our spotlight team. Our team consists of one cohort of approximately 100 first and second grade students. Our learners are supported by one lead teacher who team taught to allow time for coaching and collaborating with other teams, 5 professional educators, including general education and special education, 3 ASU teacher residents, a community educator, and a Title I instructional assistant who assists with tiered interventions. We launched the teaming model during the 2020-2021 school year. During year 1, the design of our program evolved as our students moved between remote and in-person learning. The team worked to ensure both in-person and remote learning students had the same opportunities. By the end of the year, we saw the gains our students made in reading, writing, listening, speaking, and questioning. Our students were eager learners, passionate about learning, and driving their own inquiries. As a team, we determined it would be beneficial for students to loop with the team and bring our incoming first graders into the cohort. We are now a multi-age team of first and second grade students. We expanded from 2 certified teachers to 4 certified teachers, working with a lead teacher who we called our executive designer. Learners work with various team members throughout the day, week, and quarter. This teaming model provides an opportunity for both adults and students to follow their passion. Teaming is an innovative and needed change to the field of education. It is a natural evolution of a professional learning community and MTSS. At Sousa, we leverage the strengths of the team of teachers to meet the diverse needs of all learners. We believe that the more connections a student has to caring adults, the more successful they will be at Sousa and beyond. Instead of working in isolation, struggling to meet the needs of every learner, teachers work together to create communities grounded in learning where teachers and students feel supported. Although there is flexibility in how teams distribute expertise and schedule their day, a key priority is sharing students among all adults on the team. This team of educators continued to learn, grow, and evolve. As they implemented new strategies, they also reflected on their purpose, evaluated their success, and determined how to improve. This team consists of members with different backgrounds and experience levels who all contribute to the team's success. At Sousa, providing all students with deeper and personalized learning means closing the learning gaps that exist among students. We believe this is meeting students where they are at in their learning and working with them to grow to the greatest extent possible. Students are active participants in the learning process. Learning is personalized by ensuring students have some choice and voice in what and how they are learning, as well as educators identifying and providing direct targeted instruction that aligns to student needs. One of our primary goals is to personalize learning to give students the opportunity to explore their wonders and passions, solidify foundational skills, capitalize on their strengths while also addressing their needs. The team of educators work collaboratively to design units that ensure students learn the expected content, but also go deeper in areas they are interested in by exploring through inquiry and sharing their learning with their learning community. Project-based learning is one way we provide deeper and more personalized learning. When creating the PBL units, the team studied the first and second grade science and social studies standards and combined them in a logical sequence to ensure all standards were taught in both grade levels. This work would be difficult and time-consuming for a single teacher in a single classroom to accomplish. However, by distributing the expertise of 9 team members, the team was able to integrate science and social studies content into all content areas and support deeper learning. Students are engaged in deep learning and are becoming collaborators, communicators, innovators, problem solvers, and community contributors. During one of the first units on communities, the group of students identified community problems and ways to solve them. They collected blankets, food, water, and so much more that was donated to charities. As a team of educators supported students during workshop, the learners were engaged in conferencing or small group work after a mini lesson. This enabled the team to personalize learning and meet the diverse needs of students while also giving them voice and choice in text and writing. Most importantly, students saw themselves as readers and authors while developing a love for literacy. The workshop block is in addition to a core phonics instructional block. Having a team of educators allows the team to dive into small guided reading groups to practice their decoding skills in connected text. It is a time to apply the phonics, decoding, and fluency skills they learned during foundation skill instruction while working on comprehension skills. One of the highlights of the year was when one of our struggling students who received special education support in the area of reading declared to me that she was now a reader. The love, support, encouragement, and dedication of her teachers gave her the drive to work at home and at school. Learners from the 1-2 team also engaged in free inquiry in a 5th learning space that they called the Explore Factory. Learners designed projects based on their curiosities, interests, and passions. Each project started with an I wonder statement, a question, or a community problem. Students followed a design process of ask, imagine, plan, create, test, improve, and communicate. Our teaming model allowed the team to have 2 teachers at a time with a group of students in the Explore Factory. This is needed to ensure students can access needed materials, use computers for research, ask guiding questions, help facilitate presentations, and ensure safe use of tools. Our junior designers are able to explain their thought process, how they work through their own setbacks, and answer questions from their peers. The team used FastBridge reading data and additional teacher data to determine student need and drive literacy instruction. The team assessed, analyzed data, and created skill-based phonics groups for students to receive personalized instruction. The goal was to meet the needs of students and show growth in their literacy development. This year, the team was able to break into 10 small groups for 3-week instructional intervals. The groups addressed either a lagging skill, a gap in foundational skills, or enrichment. The enrichment group focuses on comprehension, finding textual evidence, closed reading skills, vocabulary, levels of questioning, and written response to text, usually above grade level. At Sousa, we prioritize inclusive practices to ensure all members of our learning community are working towards our MPS portrait of a graduate. We have over 30% of our campus being serviced through an IEP, including 4 programs focused on supporting students with autism. We have seen our general education students become leaders and guides for our students with the greatest needs. This not only benefits our students receiving special education services, but it also benefits our community who embraces neurodiversity. We understand that special education is a service, not a place, and that our students with neurodiversity needs need their learning to be different, not less. The teaming model allows us to leverage the expertise of the team to meet the needs of all our learners. We continue to grow and evolve our inclusive practices at Sousa, but we have found that first and foremost, the special education teachers must be a part of the teaming process. Students make greater gains when special education teachers work collaboratively and in tandem with our general education teachers. Each team has at least one special education teacher on the team. We leverage the expertise of our special education teachers and general education teachers to meet the diverse needs of students in all settings. When expertise is distributed, all team members learn and grow together to expand their practices. The stronger the relationship and inclusivity of the team of educators, the more the students will benefit. There are many roles played on our educator team. We strive to ensure our teacher candidates have an experience that will prepare them for any classroom setting at any school. Our teacher candidates leave fully prepared for the ups and downs of teaching with a full year of planning, teaching, and data analysis. Our first-year teachers have the support of the team, and our veteran teachers are able to find professional opportunities to grow while still impacting the learning of our students. The lead teacher at Sousa has many roles and responsibilities. This past year, I created a position I called an executive designer to lead the 1-2 team. I utilized a contract and teachers shared a classroom to allow for more flexibility for the lead teacher. The position was filled by a highly experienced teacher who had the capacity to work with the team and other staff members. The executive designer co-taught with another certified teacher to ensure time to coach teammates, work with our other teams on campus, model instructional practices while still providing experienced instruction to students. Amongst her responsibilities were determining individual and team strengths to distribute expertise, developing innovative schedules, analyzing data, developing curriculum, and leading the team in implementing innovative methods to involve young learners in meaningful experiences. One of the benefits of this model is that students still get to learn from this highly skilled educator while she worked with educators new to the profession or new to the teaming model. Next year, this individual will be an instructional coach on campus, and our other veteran teacher on the team will become the lead teacher for this team. To prepare our associate teachers, backward design is used to develop standards-based multidisciplinary units. After observing instruction modeled by teachers, associate teachers deliver instruction to individual learners, small groups, and whole groups. They also co-teach. Oral and written feedback is provided from their mentor teacher. Some of the associate teachers' responsibilities include engaging students in learning, examining data, managing student behaviors, and developing relationships with Sousa's community. We have found great success having our associate teachers start first with planning and implementing SEL lessons. This helps them learn the planning process and build confidence to begin teaching in other core content areas. We also immediately train them on programs to implement targeted reading intervention groups. Our community educator is a retired first and second grade teacher. She has volunteered at Sousa for over 16 years. Mrs. Anderson has consistently volunteered at Sousa in grades 1, 2, and 3, supporting various teachers. This year, she supports our teaming model by working with individual and small groups 2 days a week. Our students love her read-alouds, songs, and working with her. This model impacts our entire learning community. Students want to come to school and are maintaining their natural curiosity. There has been a decrease in Tier 2 and 3 behavior supports between kindergarten and first grade, and even more for those who stayed with the team for 2 years. The teaming model prepares our teacher candidates to walk into a classroom ready to collaborate with a team, personalize learning for students, and face the challenges of a new teacher with confidence. They go into year 1 with a full year of experience. We knew this model would be difficult for families to understand and embrace. Starting year 1 with 70+ students in a remote WebEx class was less than ideal. But our teachers took the time to listen to parents, address their concerns, and fix the problems as they arose. Heading into year 2, our families were happy they would be able to loop with their current teachers, but had some apprehension about a multi-age experience. We took a proactive approach and invited both first and second grade parents to an open house meet the teacher reading prior to school starting. The team presented to families about the model and the benefits of the model. We then took them through the learning environments and explained what a day would look like for their child. This helped ease the transition into this model and partner with our parents. Parents are nervous about their child having a learning experience that is different from what they experienced, but through a partnership and communication, they see the benefits. We have families asking for the teaming model to be expanded at the upper levels. After 2 years of collaborating with ASU and implementing teaming, we are ready to expand. All teams function better when they start with the end in mind. The first step a team should take together are identifying and discussing each member's communication styles and boundaries. The team must create group norms, agendas, protocols to solve problems when they arise, and an agreement for who, what, when, and where planning will happen. Agendas should include assigned tasks, who is doing what, and a timeline for completion. All documents should be shared on a shared drive for visibility and transparency. Identifying the content and instructional strengths of each team member is important, but so are personality strengths. We use the Clifton Strengths Finder to identify our personal strengths and blind spots. It isn't enough to just know your strengths. Team members must also understand how they impact their work, the team, and others. Teachers are ritualistic and have a vision of what teaching looks and feels like, namely decorating classrooms. New and younger teachers want the experience of creating the theme and learning environments they see on Pinterest. Allow them the space and opportunity to create their own spaces. Come up with a common theme and let them be creative. Create and protect planning time at all costs. Teams need to have the time to work together if they are to function as a team. The master schedule can make or break the team model. Students need to go to lunch and specials at the same time, so find a way to make it work. I know sometimes it's hard, but it's really a huge factor in the success of your team. Spend time processing and building the culture of our students. It is hard for teachers to let go of the idea of my class. It can almost be a grieving cycle for them. Acknowledge the difficulty, provide them the needed supports, and coach them through it. It's easy to forget that the associate teachers are student teachers. They need to know your vision, expectations, and that you are supporting them. This is an opportunity to grow your own future staff, so take advantage of it. I am currently working to adjust our master schedule to ensure all teams start their day in a family meeting. This will be a 10 to 15-minute time to bring all teachers and students together to set the goals and intentions for the day and take attendance for each team. We are starting the year with shared rosters. No students will be assigned a homeroom. Instead, they will be listed on one roster with all teachers assigned to them. We will leverage the team model at every grade level, but each team will look different. Some teams will have associate teachers or student teachers, while others will have teachers and an instructional aid support. Teams will collaborate to determine how they will distribute expertise and share students throughout the day. We are committed to more flexible groupings next year instead of students working in set cohorts or homeroom classes. We are creating a PD focused on teaming to ensure teams have a thorough understanding of the team model and tools to work through protocols, set agendas, team time, a plan to share learners. Sousa teams will continue to leverage the knowledge and manpower of the team to expand our inquiry practices to ensure students have a voice and choice through PBL, units of study, and various levels of inquiry and autonomy. Our MTSS leadership team is working to create a system to leverage and blend the team model into our MTSS implementation. A team of educators wrapped around a group of students is an opportunity to ensure learning is personalized and has tiered supports. Expanding inclusion to ensure all students have access to deeper and personalized learning experience, no matter their eligibility or level of service, is a key priority for us. Our special education team is working with the general education teams to identify and teach the skills students would need to be successful across learning environments. We have a lot of work ahead of us, but we are committed to empowering our students and staff to be lifelong learners. Here is my contact information along with two of my expert teaming leaders at Sousa who have been a part of this since the start. We are happy to collaborate with teams, answer questions, or host a tour at Sousa. Thank you for watching our spotlight today.